I'm so sorry to talk to you about this, and I cannot imagine how heartbroken you are. How did you learn about what happened to your parents? And did I get this right? Your parents are 65 and 71?
Yes, that's correct.
What happened? I mean, how were you notified? You knew that they were going to the Hajj. It's something they've been wanting to do since they married many years ago, and now they're embarking on their trip. You thought they're probably having a fantastic time, but then how were you informed that this tragically, ended with their passing?
So we received a phone call from someone within their group who advised us that they had been missing for a few days, that they were the only two who hadn't returned back to their hotel after the Hajj was completed. I tried tracking them a few times on the phone. I believe their phones may have died. We tried reaching out to the U.S. Embassy. Ultimately, the same person who advised us that they were missing advised that he went around to a bunch of hospitals and that they have passed away. And I was able to confirm that with the Consulate General's office in Saudi Arabia, that they had passed away.
Well, that must have been, unbelievably horrible and difficult to try and get confirmation about the whereabouts of your parents, to find out that they passed away. Have you been given any kind of explanation as to, the circumstances? What happened?
All we know is that it was of natural causes, and someone from the U.S. Embassy did advise that natural causes could have been due to a heat stroke, which, based on the temperature, people were saying it was over 110 degrees. There are millions of people. They have to walk long hours. So it was more than likely a heat stroke for both of my parents.
Your mom was a nurse, right? She just retired last year. And as I mentioned, they've been wanting to do this for a really long time. How were they prepared or prepped at all about any possible dangers? I mean, what kind of support system do you think your parents had while embarking on this trip?
Honestly, I don't think that they were properly prepared for this trip. There was a group of them, maybe up to 100 people that were traveling under a certain agency. And, they saved their life savings. I think it was about 11,500 per person that they've saved their entire lives to embark on this journey, and they didn't receive the proper preparation, the proper documents. It was just a nightmare overall experience of a trip.